All right, so I'm gonna do a quick live today just to test it out at the beach. Going for a walk. When I go for the walk, I'm gonna bring my camera. I'm gonna pull up at the beach. We're gonna do a quick live just to test the waters. And so I just came back from the gym. My advice for you on this Reset Sunday is to get up, get out, and get active. You want to get that blood moving. You want to either go for a walk, or a run if you got it in you. The key is to keep moving because movement is medicine. So, you got at the end of the day, you just got to move your body. You don't need pills. You don't need like all this extra stuff in life. You need to get up, get out, and get active. And that's the key. Like you just got to go for the goal, man. Just go for the goal. Like don't hold back. You're holding yourself back when you decide that you're not going to be the best you that you could be. It's like, why sleep in? Why are you not doing what it is that you know you need to do? Because where do you have to go to find the answers? Literally within. You got to sit with yourself and just breathe and just be intentional with your thoughts. Like, don't just sit there thinking nothing. Like, actually have some intention behind the thoughts that you put out there, because thoughts are things, and that's how everything gets created that you see, is through a thought first. So, I mean, like, I ain't talking about the type of thoughts that you thinking I'm talking about. I'm talking about like real thoughts, like actual thoughts, not that whole over there type of thought, but like an actual like thinking, real transmitted thought, electrically transmitted thought that turns into, it turns into a solid, it turns into reality. So, like with AI, like I could create a video of me just holding something and then just have like a little miniature video of me standing on my own hand, and then as a devil, and then I could have a little miniature of me standing on this hand as an angel. And like, at the end of the day, that's what you do. You create your own heaven or hell. You just listen to yourself, and if you decide that you're going to indulge in the type of practices that, cater to that little devil, then you can expect that things are going to go that way for you, right? Because everything you do today, it bleeds into eternity, not just tomorrow. It bleeds right into eternity. So, I mean, that's why right down to every thought you think, thoughts turn into action. So you want to make sure that your actions align with your thoughts, and those thoughts are your purest, highest self guiding you into whatever you're trying to get. Because when you sit by yourself, if you go sit, breathe, meditate, like I find the best meditation through running, to be honest. Like I find when I'm running is when I'm in a meditative state. So that's why I'm like, when I go for a run, sometimes especially if it's my first run in a long time, I might go through the whole spectrum of emotions on that run, because it's almost like I'm going on a vision quest. Like this shit is a life-changing, transformative moment, because I'm shedding all the I guess, not only all the bad food I was eating, just a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of because I'm so exhausted and I'm constantly pushing myself, but I could feel all my aches and pains in my knee, my leg. For some reason, even when you're running, you feel in your back, your neck, your shoulder, like you feel all this pain as you're running, but you go through it and you keep pushing yourself and you keep going and you keep going. And once you get to a certain point where, off that first run, you're not going to have a runner's high, but you keep going, you're going to eventually get that runner's high. You get that runner's high. Once you get into a place where you get runner's high, then it's something else. Like it is and when you stop running and you're in Vancouver and you got the seawall and I don't know, there's something spiritual about it. Like when you're running on the seawall, I can't really put my finger on it, but there's just something spiritual about it. It's probably has to do with the mountains and the ocean and the fact that, all those old minerals. You got the ocean there. The ocean's old. You got, the earth. You got the sun. You got the backdrop of North Van and West Van connected. You got Kits in the distance. The depending on where you're located on the seawall. Third beach is nice, second beach. All of them are actually nice. And that's the thing. Like, I'm pretty much a Vancouver, what do you call, I guess, I just know everything pretty much about Vancouver. So inside and out, because I've been here and I've been studying the place, and it's a beautiful place. You know, like, there's a reason why they're like, don't even come here. Don't, hey, too expensive. Don't even, hey, you wouldn't want none of this. You wouldn't want, no, you don't want to be in a city where there's a rainforest in the middle of the city, where there's mountains, the ocean, you got perfect weather. Nah, you wouldn't want none of that. You don't want none of that. It's too expensive. Money, right? Like, money. So yeah, just stay where you're at. Just stay where you're at, because it's better there. Yeah, I mean, you hear the gatekeepers online, like, gatekeeping products. It translates through everything. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to be there to really know what it's like. You can't really take people's word for it. People will always guide you right off the cliff with their arm around you, pointing you this way. Yeah, you know, that's the way I went when I was your age. You're going to want to go that way. You're gonna want to head that way fast, okay? Trust me. And yet they're pointing you right off the cliff. So, I mean, you just need to go and figure things out on your own and figure out, you know, if that's for you or not. If you can make it or not. You can actually do anything you want, because that saying, he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right, is correct. That's a correct statement. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can actually post long form stuff. I could go live. I got a lot of stuff in the archive. I got a lot of, you know, like, especially when I'm doing the exercise, and I could just go on live and start talking. I have a lot of information in my head that I, you know, withhold, and I could just share it. Like, I could share it for free. You know what I mean? Like, I could share systems that will help people could put in place into their lives that will help them kind of like operate, like, work as a vehicle that'll help them operate in a more smooth way to allow them to get to that goal, you know, collapsing time and space and just, you know, stepping into a new timeline of a higher dimension in this reality. So, I mean, a lot of it is like, you can't just chill. A lot of hard work has to go into whatever it is you're doing in life. So you got to make sure that at the end of whatever you're doing, there's going to be a lot of work involved at the end of the day, because you're here to do a form of work, but the work that you do, it's like when you clean your house, it's like those simple things that you do to take care of yourself that cost a lot of time. It's like, you know, getting things in order that are around you, that are in your vicinity, because it's a reflection of your mind, and it all starts in the non-physical and then comes into the physical. So that's why you got to go within, clean up that mind, and then you start cleaning up out here. And once you get that out here in order, then you make big transformations in your life. And like, the key is just that compound interest. You just do it on a day in, day out basis, and eventually you will be in a much better place than you are today. And that will be soon, but you feel, because it's a feeling process. Life is a feeling process. You're an emotional, nervy body. Like, you can't even help yourself, and that is okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you get through that. All you got to do is figure out how to really control that mind through your nervous system, through like the discomfort of life. Just picture the idea of being on fire and then staying calm. Yeah, that's the level of Zen you need to be at. Just imagine like dipping in the coldest water and just being calm. Yeah, that's the kind of calm I'm talking about. It's past what you feel. It's past your emotions. It's past your nervous system, and it's deeply rooted in your core. And that's a hard thing to do, and that's what you're here to do. You're here to change that. That's what we're all here to do. That's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm working on. That's what I work on. As I'm not no professional nothing. Like, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy, man. Just fucking talking to you through the screen. And if the message that I'm delivering affects you in any way, shape, or form in a positive way, then that's all I'm here to do. If I even affect one person in a positive way ever, I did my job. I feel good. Because this is all free. It's not like I'm not going to be charging for certain information, because there's no point in gatekeeping certain information. I don't have anything to gain from anybody, and nobody has anything. Yeah, and like the thing is, that's just life. It's not like, yeah. So anyways, I'm gonna end there so that way we keep it on a high note. So I'm gonna pause the video, and then I'm gonna show you the beach.